Hi, welcome to the next edition of the Wednesday special. Today we're going to be playing some mono red devotion. Now, keep in mind that this week, technically, none of these decks won the polls. Normally, my videos, every deck has, basically went through the people that actually paid for Patreon. Those guys get access to be able to vote on what decks I play. And so, yeah, this week I did not do that because I had some other stuff happen, and I needed to get some decks in there. So I picked up my two favorite decks, which is why you've seen the draw two. You sure you want to draw deck on Jank Tank? And now we're playing Mono Red Devotion, which happens to be one of my more favorite decks in Pioneer. So I'm kind of excited to try it, see how it actually performs with all the changes and Rakdos mid-range being the dominant deck in Pioneer. So we'll see if this deck has what it takes. If you like this kind of content, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification alert for future videos. We're on our way to 2,000 subs. Join the Pioneer family. And let's get into this deck. So 3 Chandras, Dress to Kills. We have 3 Kellens. We have some BTEs, Eidolons, Razor Kid, Needlehead, which also technically was in the other deck too. We have 4 Bone Crusher Giants. We have some Chain Wallers, some Fanatic of Mogus, and some Torbrands. So sweet amount of devotion going on here. I like to have Shatter Skull Smashing in my decks. It's a nice little land since we were basically mono red anyways, that we can just naturally cast to remove a bunch of 2 threats potentially. We have 3 Leyline Combustion. You might ask why I don't have the 4th. And that's because I don't have it on Arena, and I just don't really want to invest in it. So, sorry. We also have some Nykthos, which works really well with the Devotion plan, some Dens, some Mountains, some Rampant Up Ruins for, solid performance. We have some Citadels, also pretty solid. We don't really have actually technically any fields, which you would have thought I would be playing because of Citadels. Citadels are really nice to be able to pay in the Nykthos, and also pay into the Den and the Rampant Up Ruins. Sideboard, though, we have some Burning Volleys for Selesnya Coco, mainly. Some Lizards for Phoenix, even though that's extremely on the dip. We have 2 shots for Shieldreds. We have 2 Hearses for Graveyard Strategies. A couple Brotherhood in for Rakdos Prowess. We have 2 Chandras for the grindy matchups like Demons and stuff. We have Buzz Crusher for Lotus Field. That is our deck. Let's see if this deck has what it takes to compete in the current Pioneer meta. Citadel on red. Say go. Elf. Okay. Eidolon. Go. If this is elves, then that might do some work. Oh, Glissa. That's some elf. We take some damage. BTE. Play a Torbrand. Go. Now we have Fanatic of Mogus. Hit for 8 plus 2, so 10. Depending on what we draw here, we actually have 7, 8, 9 mana. So we could cast a 5-drop. Don't know how relevant that is. Basically, if you do a Chandra, I guess, uptick it, find something else to cast for 2. That would work. Okay, so it is elves. Cool. So this Glissa kind of has to attack, right? Oh, now you're just kind of dead, right? Take some damage. And close it out with a Fanatic. Got it. We have End. Probably all we need. What are we cutting for this? Probably some Kellens, because, it's going to die by it. Eidolon seems really good. Maybe too good. Maybe a Chandra. Chain War is also kind of nice. Run it like that. We start off with a Leyline. Okay. Yep. There's an argument. Maybe I should have played a tap Shatter Skull Smashing. Elf. Sure. Visionary. That's interesting. We drew a Brotherhood in. I don't think I need to. I should have played a tap land. Because then later on I could just. It seems smart not to overinvest here and just keep drawing cards. Stomp it. Put that on red. There you go. Is this deck just good against small things? Okay, Elf. And a Glisa. Tap land. He might scoop after this, though. Wipe the board. Say go. I'm not really sure what I want to do this turn, though. Eidolon's interesting. Alright, BTE. Eidolon. Bone Crusher. Go to 50. Say go. So next turn we have Devotion of 7. Which is interesting. So he plays a Coco. What do you grab? I guess a 2/2 and 2 1/1 seems okay. These Fanatic Amoguses are sweet, though. It's Gary without the ability to gain life, though. Hey, Fanatic, number 1. Hit you for 8. Smack with a Bone Crusher Giant. I mean, you could, yeah, Coco into 2 Lords. And you could blow me out. But, again, though, like, I guess you just trade. Sure, you. Now, the issue is now I can't really stomp anything. Yeah, take some damage. And a Banner Kinship. Sweet. So now you could attack for more than lethal. Oh, you're going to go overextend? Okay, so I only have to block 1, right? Take 14, got 1. So this Eidolon can kill me now. We hit you for 7. If I hit you for 2, like, that's not doing much. I only have 1 mana left. So I can't cast another spell, like a Stomp. Yeah, hit you. He has to block. You should just block the BTE and call it a day, right? If we were drawn a Nykthos, we would have been pretty fine, though. Could have stalemated it. Alright. Run it back. Alright, we got it. 1-0. Let's get into the next. Through PayPal, I'm offering for $20 play your deck through League. I also give you an article about how to improve the list, and as well as some sideboard guides in very particular matchups. If you want to check out the link, it's in the description. Now, let's get back into the video. Alright, so we start off with a land and a ley line. Say go. So, I don't know how good this is actually going to be. Probably ninjas, if I had to guess. Needlehead. Say go. Don't mind him, opponent. He's just doing his thing. Play an Eidolon. Take some damage. There goes my little needle. So, a Mutavault. Okay, now we go ahead and drop down. A BTE takes some damage. Play a Mogus. Dome you. Tap land. Can't really attack into the Mutavault. Say goop. Alright, take some more beating. Taps down my Mogus. Take more damage. Okay. Your little Flood Pits Drowner is not doing all that much. Shield Red. Nice. By ley line. And win. So against Ninja, I don't think I want Volley. Maybe some Brotherhood in. Maybe some Chandras. Chain Whirler. And kill their flyers. Is it just Bone Crusher? Probably. Run it like that. Okay, just a river. Tap land. Go. So now we get to play a Din next turn into a Nykthos, probably. I can't chain war with that, though. Unox. Chain war. I mean, Chandra. Uptick. Go.
Give a toast? I'd love to.
Another Volt, huh? Shieldred. So that stays at parity. Torbrand. Uptick.
You're lucky this is a warning
Go.
shot.
Why didn't you make him tap a Mutavault? Instead of tapping both your black sources. Seems kind of sus. You gonna kill my Chandra? I mean, your Chandra's not really doing anything. You're probably better off just hitting my life total. To increase this clock, you're basically got me, right? Play a Torbrand, go. It's have to pray it lives, right? I mean, what else can I do? I need this Needlehead to come down. So... Are you just going to leave out 4 mana? Because, I mean, that would be something, wouldn't it? So we take 2 on instep, 4 on instep. And you gain 8. Now we're at 4. I think that's kind of free. Play a Chained Waller. Now we can do the best that we can. But he just wins by Mutavault. Turning on the Mutavault and then just passing. Yeah. Maybe I want Buzz Crusher. Screw these Mutavaults. Probably a Kellen and a small Chandra. I don't like that. Tap land, go. BTE. Go. Sadly, it's not doing anything. Did it beta push? Really? Please beta push. Okay. I was like, man, that would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? I don't really have any value for this BTE. A second BTE. Okay, tap land. Drown off. Taps it down. It's like goo. If we ever draw Nixos, might be okay. Take our beats. Okay, play a Leyline of Combustion. You counter this? Very Mastermind. Say goo. So next turn I get to play a BTE, possibly Buzz Crusher. He still has not played a Mutavault, so I can't really Buzz Crush it. Play a BTE. And a Eidolon. Alright, go to combat. Gas attack. You got something for me? No, take it. Go ahead. I'm looking at my Eidolon over there. Cut down, taking 4 for that. And a Drowner. Take another 2. So essentially that's like it had haze. And then it basically exerted itself. So what's your last few cards? We Buzz Crusher, get rid of the Volt. Is that a winning line? More than... Okay, now we kind of have to just end this. So you're at 10. Please do something else. Attempt to end this. Psycho. Another Drowner. He was hoping that whatever we cast creature-wise, he would just tap it down. Now we go to 4. Alright, go Buzz Crusher. Go Buzz Crusher. Yes, he's a superhero. I'm gonna blow up a Shatter. I mean, that thins my deck of a freaking mountain, sure. I mean, there's no very little difference there. So we got rid of the Volt. That's kind of what we needed. And by doing that, he didn't have a Fatal Push. Because if he did, he would have used it. Back in Yuma. Nothing. You have another Drowner, though. You don't have the mana for it, though. Unless you have, I guess, a land untapped. Look at that. GD. Chandra. Snipe the Drowner. Why didn't you just cast the Drowner and hit me instead? Alright, so you take 2. Now, if you attack, how does that work? We kind of just have lethal with this Fanatic, right? So please don't hit my Chandra. Please don't hit it. You know you want to do something else. You know you want to hit my face. I'm at 4, right? Yeah. Just do that. Do that. Now, uptick here.
This'll be easy.
Decline. And Fanatic. You have a counter? You have a counter removal. He's scrambling. He's scrambling. Does it resolve? I'm at 2. Go for the throat's his own threat. That's fine. So you get Fatal Push. So you take 2. And you die. Got it. 2-0. Let's get into the next. I am now offering Patreon and locals content exclusive. It includes sideboard guides, budget guides, exclusive videos, as well as other types of content. If you want to check out the link, it's in the description. Now, let's get back into the video. Alright, we played Kellen. There you go. The first time he has shown his face today. Okay, just a green source, huh? I guess we're paying into the Kellen. Headshot. There goes the next of those. Scrying. Okay, so this is a Lotus Field deck. I don't know if we're about to beat this. Red. Catcha. Eidolon's interesting. Go. So next turn we get Fanatic. Deal 4. Hit you for 4. I don't know how good that is, though. Archdruid's Charm. Sure. So we have a mountain. Actually, we can get this going. That's interesting. BTE takes some damage. We don't really care. What a Fanatic Amogus. Pop you. Don't care about the Chandra. Go. You're at 3. So you can pour over pages, but you can't really hidden strings. What do you gotta say? Can we get there game 1? That's pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. Games 2, it's better, right? We have Fanatic. Oh, I mean not Fanatic, but we have Alright, so what are we cutting in this matchup though? Chandra is kind of slow, right? Shangwar is kind of sus. Buzz Crusher in. Magebane Lizard in. And I guess we keep this Chain Whirler. It's better than anything else. So run it like that. Tap land for the opponent. The classic top deck of ley line off for us. Sure. Play a Needlehead. Go. So on our turn, we get to play Kellen and then Eidolon. Archdruid's Charm. Taking 2 damage for that is kind of rough. Probably should get rid of those mana confluences. You play Kellen, Eidolon, Headshot. Please give me a land off the top. That would be ideal. So we can get rid of this Lotus Field. Please, please. Oh yeah. Brinko. Pop that thing. Gotcha. Say go. We have lethal on board. We have lethal on board. Please. Let us beat Lotus Field. I mean, we drew our cards in the wrong order. Somehow we're still winning. Sure, that you draw a card, take a damage. There's another stage. You could tap, tap. You can't just pass though, right? Do you ever have a Settle the Wreckage? Take 2. And you die. 3-0. Let's get into the wrap-up. So what did we learn this week about this deck overall? We went 3-0 with the deck. Kind of awkward, right? Because the first match, we technically, I guess the guy got mad and he slow rolled me. I figured maybe it was just a fluke or something, messed up, and so I scooped because I would have lost there. But if I would have probably let it play out, he would have just slow rolled me anyways. So he was probably pretty mad at me for sweeping his board away and then doing a lot of other stuff. So yeah, that was a pretty rough situation. It felt pretty good for a matchup, to be honest. The Lotus Field matchup, we took them down with the buzz. I will be playing, I believe, next week, or is it this week? Hold up. I think one of these 2 weeks, I put Ponza on my list. It's actually this week. So I will be playing with Buzzcrusher again. I haven't recorded it yet, which is why, and I haven't built the deck yet, which is why I was questioning myself. Because I haven't really put any thought into it yet. I recorded the first episode this week already. The draw, which was pretty dang fun. But this deck, on the other hand, like I said, we went 3-0. And the other deck I recorded today also went 3-0. So I felt pretty good today. What a great way to closing out this fine day. Getting 2 3-0s. One of which was on the other channel. Go check it out. It's the second version of Ariel. It's a pretty dang good deck, actually. So, and yeah, so let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about this list. How much better would this deck be, I guess, if I just add the 4th ley line? It was awkward drawing ley lines, though. Just saying. Like, that was so awkward. We did it like multiple times in the video, where the first card we drew, of course, was just a ley line. Kellen, surprisingly, wasn't that bad in the deck, but I don't think it was really all that great. It showed up at the very end. So it did allow us to beat Lotus Field because we're able to get a decent amount of clock going for the aggro game plan, which kind of surprised me a little bit. But it makes sense. We do have a decent amount of ones and we have a decent amount of 2 drops, not really 1 drops. We just have Kellen there. So I'm kind of contemplating what I want to do with the deck. Is it more correct to cut the mana value down and add more 1s? So that way we can get an aggro win and get a little bit of flow going early in the game? Or is it better to play something like Chandra? Because I think Chain Whirler makes a lot of sense. Giant, Fanatic. I mean, all these cards technically do pretty well with Torbran. Stuff for Kellen. And yeah, so I don't know what I would think I would want to trim here. Because Needlehead deals 3. Eidolon deals 4. Bone Crusher Giant Stomp does 4. Then you have Chain Whirler does 3 to everything your opponent controls. Fanatic deals an extra 2. So everything but Kellen kind of, and even Chandra deals 3, right? Is her uptick 1. So yeah, I mean everything does kind of work with Torbrand, even Leyline Combustion. So yeah, I kind of like the deck. Overall, I think this is one of my favorite decks in Pioneer. It's one of those decks that I think is always on the cusp of being a legit strategy. Um, the issue with today is the fact that there's so much card advantage in Rakdos that it's hard for this deck to be able to compete, you know, like that with Rakdos. Just because they can just draw so many more cards than you. But still, we had a blast. So let me know in the comment section what you guys want me to know. Let me know in the comment section also what cards would you recommend for Boros Mono Red Devotion. And until next time, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.